got it, and done. Right. All righty, y'all. Peaceful greetings to you all. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Islam, Islam, Islam. I am Brother Hassan Ghazio Bey here in Morocco at Northwest of Maxim. How are you? Guys, you know what today is? It's Holy Day. Like to say happy holy Venus degree to ye all. Right. And we'll say that this is our impromptu improv, right? And we're still going in on the Zodiac Constitution, which is 2 articles away from completing it. So the next to last article is Article 6. And we will be going in on that today. As you can see behind Brother Sean, it says the one and only universal moral law for unity, peace, and economic and social progress, right? So that's what we're talking about today, guys. Those of you, remember, share this out with your loved ones. If you're into hitting the like button, do that. Make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell also so you can get notified when we are going live, right? So with that being said, I'd like to introduce our magnificent and beloved brother in whom we are well pleased, and he is
Islam, peace and love. Happy holy degree. I'm Brother Shanalim Air. You already know that all is well. And bro, what was that other appellation? What was that?
Braveheart. Always fun, guys. Brother Sean was just doing his NPC impersonation there. If you guys don't know what NPC is, it's stemmed from the non-player characters that are on Grand Theft Auto, which is a video game for those that may not know what GTA is. And so like this thing that's going on TikTok, all you got to do is just search NPC and you'll see. Google NPC for non-player character and you'll get a plethora of examples. And I know you're going to be like, what in the hookity heck is this? So that's what Brother Sean was doing. That's why I just started busting out laughing because that's so hilarious. Thank you.
Happy holy day. Thank you.
Yo. Hey, yo, when the people actually go and see what NPCs are, they're going to be like, okay, I get it now. Like, yeah. All righty, we're just going to jump right into this.
Well, are they like this in Brother Jag's voice?
I know, right? We're just going to jump right into this, guys. We're going to do our invocation in. Brother Sean is going to lead us our invocation in. All righty, you see there, handsomely standing Dugard and Ms. Moor, Shuri says, and Abaz, Prophet, Noble Drali. We're going to extend all 5 appendages on the left hand, just the index and middle on the right. We want to face east, which is metaphysically symbolic to going with our feet on a 45-degree angle, like Prophet, Noble Drali's. Right there, guys. So with that being said, I yield the floor to our beloved brother in whom we are well pleased, Brother Sean Ali Mel.
Islam. All right, Allah, the Father of the universe.
Allah, the Father of the universe.
Father of love.
Father of love.
Truth. Peace. Freedom. And justice. Allah is my protector. My guide. And my salvation. By night. And by day. Through his holy prophet. Noble Drew Ali. Ameen.
All right, y'all. All righty. Aphrodite. All right, let's plug these headphones back. I'm going to go to the first letter to be read every meeting, right? Still in Moor Temple of Science, Administrative Functions, pages 84 and 85. The following is a letter written by Prophet Noble Drali on the 18th day of January, 1928, Anno Domini. He commanded that it be read before every meeting. Administrative Functions, Moor Science Temple of America, Home Office, 3603 Indiana Avenue, Noble Drali, founder, Chicago, Illinois, January 18th, 1929, to be proclaimed in every meeting. Dear brother Islam, I am glad to know that I have few faithful Moors among you all, and I desire for them to know the truth and the divine truth. There's a host of jealousy, quote unquote, about me and the movement now by the same people of our side of the nation that claim it was only a joke and unreal. But now, since they have found out from the government officials and the nations of the earth that this is the only sole foundation that all Asiatics must depend upon for their earthly salvation as an American citizen, they're working every scheme that they can to disqualify me so they themselves may take charge of the situation. I have notified all these things to you long ago in the past. It is through the faithful Moors that contribute to the movement and the uplifting funds, the ones that pay their divine respect to me and the movement will be remembered. That is why I'm calling upon all faithful Moors to increase their faithfulness to me, your prophet, and your Moorish and your divine Moorish movement. I need finance and I need it bad. Never before have I needed finance as badly as I do at present, that I may shove aside, that I may shove aside the discord that is facing the nation. It all comes through jealousy because of my, quote, fame and nobility, end quote. The nations of the world will not recognize the movement without me, the prophet, being the head. It has been proven by my work in which I have performed in the last few months because I was at the governor's inauguration to represent the Moorish Divine and National Movement, and I will be at the inauguration of President Hoover for the same cause, noble Drew Ali. And now we're on our way to Moorish literature, excerpts from the Moorish Guide newspaper. And on page 12, again, you see handsomely standing do guard his prophet, Noble Drew Ali, and his Moorish Sharif Fez and Abba. And on page 13, I yield to our beloved brother, in whom we're well pleased, Brother Sean Ali Mel, Islam.
Islam, divine warning by the prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Prophet warns all Muslim governors ordered to read proclamation at each meeting. I hereby inform all members that they must end all radical agitating speeches while at work, in their homes, or on the streets. We are for peace and not destruction. Stop flashing your cards at Europeans. It causes confusion. Remember, your card is for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be of severe consequence. We are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And when these principles are violated, justice must then take its course. Any member or group of members who hold malicious feelings toward the temple or the prophet or violate the divine covenant of the Moorish movement will receive their reward from Allah for their unjust deeds. All true Moors will and must obey the law as laid down to them by their prophet. If they lose confidence in their prophet, they should turn in their card and button, cease wearing their turban and fez, and return to the state where I, the prophet, found you. This is a holy and divine movement founded by the prophet Noble Drew Ali, and if the prophet is not right, the temple is not right. The prophet, therefore, is sending out the divine plea to all Moorish Americans that they do their part in protecting their prophet and the temple. This is an everlasting movement founded by the prophet through the will of Allah to redeem his people from their sinful ways, by order of Prophet Noble Drew Ali.
Islam, broski doski. So, guys, we're going to jump right into the Zodiac Constitution. We're here at Article 6, the one and only universal moral law for unity, peace, and economic and social progress. In normal fashion, as we do these things, Brother Sean will be doing the initial reading, and I will be doing my serious member ad-libbing, right? And so I yield the floor to our beloved brother, in whom we're well pleased, Brother Sean Ali Al Islam.
All right, Article 6, the one and only universal moral law for unity, peace, and economic and social progress. The Moorish Zodiac Constitution is the only universal, unchanged moral law for the human family.
Jesus
for unity.
Christ.
It's the Moorish Zodiac Constitution. It ain't say the feathers in the paint. It ain't say none of that other stuff, you know. It ain't say the million tribes of Earth, you know. The Moorish Zodiac Constitution is the only.
Oh my goodness.
Is the only.
I was not expecting you to say that, and it's spot on hilarious. Go ahead, I yield, bro. I yield.
Is the only universal, unchanged moral law for the human family. For the human family. Mm-hmm. For and it is, anyways, for unity, human equality, respect, peace, and economic and social progress. Therefore, every Moor, everybody that's come through woman, the B's and L's must be guided by this Constitution and book, quote unquote, clock of destiny. Do that which is right by reason and have respect for the quote unquote white lawmakers and citizens of the Magna Charta Union Society of the 50 states in order to demand respect for them.
Yeah, that's so real. See, me and my bros being the truth that is Moorish Americans that are wholly in tune with their Moorish Zodiac constitution, and we are being these things. It's not an act. However, our actions are in full alignment with us speaking in an intelligent tone, and we are receiving favorable replies. We, enjoy doing comedy, a little sarcasm here and there while we're live. However, when we're sincerely interacting with the people, right, with other sentient beings, we pretty much maintain this type of tone that I'm utilizing even right now, so that we can actually share what we know is important for the people to need to know. So you guys don't believe anything that we say, and then we're able to give you reference. All righty. I know, at times I can be, giving shock value in how I say things and certain concepts and how I see things. However, I am making sure that the thing that's being communicated the most is making sure that we are on point with sincerely being ourselves in an untainted fashion. On to the next paragraph. I yield the floor, Brother Sean Islam.
Mm-hmm. The white, quote unquote, peoples of the Union are guided by their Magna Charta, traditions, and customs. And the Moors are guided by the Zodiac Constitution law.
Period.
Render unto Caesar what is his.
Basically. So when Moors are out here trying to, guide themselves by consumer law, guide themselves by a DBA and a trust and all these other things, and I'm not knocking those beings that do that. I just know what's paramount right behind Prophet Noble Drew Ali in the forefront of my mind is the Moorish Zodiac Constitution. That's it. That's all, because everything stems from that. There's no beliefs. There's no taking on designations by people who are only trustees at best, that want to be able to classify beings within their system of census bureaus and anything else. Right? We do not do that. Even though a lot of people hate themselves, you call certain people Moors and they'll get completely upset, about being called a Moor, or because, they're, American Indians, even though American India doesn't exist anywhere on the map, and Indian is a federal agent. However, some people call themselves Negro, Black, Colored, and even that is a construct to strip people of who they truly are. The thing is, the foundation is Moor. Why? Because when an ovum leaves mother's ovary, travels fallopian tube, and then moors itself to the endometrium, which lines mother's uterus. That is the action that's taking place every 28.5 days until that ovum or egg is defibrillated by some sun's electrical spark in the form that is termed sperm. So I guess a lot of people are emotionally attached. I get it. A lot of people are out there smoking their herbal sacraments and drinking their spirits, right? And so it doesn't really allow, the universe and nature does not allow them to be on that high road with true and sincere sentient beings such as my immediate loved ones that are sincere Moorish Americans, as well as my brothers, which are sincere Moorish Americans also. So with that being said, this Moorish Zodiac Constitution is the foundation to all things on this planet. So there's sometimes, you just have to share information and then dust your feet off and move on to the next TikTok live. What are you about to do? You about to do a rain dance, Brother Sean, around the fire, around the bonfire?
Ooh, American Indian, thank you.
Yo.
Thank you.
Hey, yo, stop it, yo. Stop it, for they think we're being mean. We're not being mean as much as we think people should actually read. Because I think with the Negro, Black, Coloreds, and Indians and other names that delude to slavery that people want to call themselves, because it's too heavy for them to be responsible to be AstroCivicians like I and my brothers and my immediate loved ones. So what they do is there's this like slang culture and where they say, I do research. I done did my own research. You got to research. And they don't really even know how to analyze literature, actually. What they're doing is regurgitating someone else's presentation, and who gave that presentation may not actually be an actual scholar either, because a sincere scholar will always go into the past recorded. And when you go into the past recorded, what actually happens when you go into the past recorded, it's hard for you to miss that which we're referencing even right now. So it's just kind of what I wanted to say there. However, let's continue with the lesson. Just remember that the quote unquote white peoples, right, our Albion sons and daughters, however, pertaining to their union, are guided by the Magna Carta traditions and customs, which they had to sample our Moorish Zodiac Constitution to do so. And we, Moors, are guided by the Zodiac Constitution law, which is the supreme pertaining to the entire planet. I get it. Yeah. For those of you that disagree with it, I get it. Just blow it out your peace pipe. I yield the floor, bro.
Right? It's like the Moorish Zodiac Constitution is like the OG song and the Magna Carta is just all kind of different samples and all their different mixes. It's like, man, that's a great sample. It's like, where'd you get that from? It's like, oh, hey, I got that from the Moorish Zodiac Constitution, the supreme law, yo. You know what I'm saying? We want to break it down into hip hop for y'all, but however, nevertheless, their customs and traditions, including themselves, must be respected by Moors. But that's without having to submit themselves to any of the Magna Carta customs.
Correct.
Like, y'all do what y'all do over there. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with y'all, but hey, y'all do what y'all do because I got my own. But don't come over here bothering me. You know what I'm saying? My Malika stuff. Why you talking to me? I don't play y'all game. Why you talking to me?
Yeah, I don't have a state ID because it's against the Zodiac Constitution law. I am not exercising Magna Carta customs by having a state ID. You want me to break the law? How dare you? You want me to break the Zodiac Constitution law by participating in Magna Carta customs? And then you want me to be a witness against myself too? And you don't have a warrant to search my mind? You don't know who I am, but you're asking me to witness against myself and tell you who I am? Yeah, that's a no for me. However, I yield the floor, bro. That which is termed.
That which is termed the Christian law is a rule of action recorded on paper, and supported by authority and force.
That sounds like slavery and war. I yield, or war than slavery. I go ahead, I yield.
The Zodiac law of nature is recorded in the wisdom of women and men and supported by moral intelligence, the greatest law.
Which could be, if we decide to, record it on paper. However, we are that walking, talking wisdom supported by moral intelligence. We are the greatest law. So mote it be forever and ever. So mote it be. I yield, bro. Islam.
Mm-hmm. Knowledge of Zodiac Masonry, as shown in this Moorish Constitution, and also in my book, quote unquote, Clock of Destiny, Volume 1 and 2, will prevent a Moorish American, he or she, from indulging in crime.
I bear witness. I yield.
They then would not have to appear in the courtroom to stand trial.
Mm-hmm.
Should a Moorish American who has this Constitution and Book 1 and 2 indulge in crimes such as narcotics, robbery, forgery, prostitution, illegal whiskey or alcohol, illegal schemes, gambling, peace breaking, violence, and disrespect for the law of the city, country, state, and federal, they then have incriminated themselves and therefore will be penalized.
See why I have us go over these statutes, codes, and policies, because I'm not disrespecting those statutes, codes, and policies, which are falsely called law of the city, country, state, and federal. I'm respecting it. That means I'm looking at it again, spec to look, and then I'm saying, guys, this is their stuff, so hold them to their rules. That's why I've been saying those statutes, codes, and policies aren't for us. So I trust Brother Hassan and my brothers, all pertaining to Seven Hill Star. We seem a lot less arrogant to some beings out there that probably think we are not sincere Moors and we're sellouts because we're going to lawful living. And it's like, really? See, this is how you know when people don't study. They just probably, they just want to smoke something or chew a mushroom somewhere, not knocking people that do that. It's just,
go dick ride their favorite popular, whoever.
We're just saying, utilize that energy to do better and be better, If you're gonna involve yourself in doing those things, then maybe you should be constructive instead of being destructive. I yield the floor, beloved brother. Islam, this Constitution.
This Constitution, card and book, definitely does not protect criminals, so beware.
Islam.
The Clock of Destiny, Moorish American Card of Identification and Constitution has been registered in the Library of Congress and signed by the author, C.M. Bay.
Exactly, and we have the certificates. Shout out to the exalted Cyclops. I yield, bro. Islam.
A Moorish American cannot be convicted on false accusation frame-up charges. The evidence against a Moorish American must be concrete proof beyond a shadow of a doubt. The Moorish nation of 150 million back in 1951 of the U.S.A. shall not be destroyed for lack of truth and knowledge of the law and constitution of the Moors.
See what I'm saying? And you know how you know what the law and constitution pertaining to Moors are? By knowing what the so-called laws and constitution, statute, codes, and policies of the Magna Carta traditions and customs are too, because you know what things are by knowing what other things are not. Questions, comments, and or suggestions, Brother Sean? Going once?
Once again, cannot be convicted on a false accusation, frame-up charges. And it just goes back to the whole conversion that we've been going over, right? Because it's like, oh, well, you were doing this. This is a privilege for you. And it's like, so are you violating divine nature's law, saying what I naturally have a right to do, I must be apply for some kind of license or something like that, for someone else to govern that. Isn't that a frame of conversion? But
It's for
but hey, yeah, that's really about it for me.
Mother Sahar says, happy Holy Venus degrees. Zion Law School says Islam Moors, and they also say thank you for this information. Peaceful greetings to you, Mother Sahar, and you also to the admin for the Zion Law School account there. Thank you all for joining us, and those that will see the replay later. We really appreciate you all. Questions, comments, and/or suggestions going twice. Remember, go to 7hillstar.com, sign up for our email list. And on the next day, which is Saturday, right, is the first day, guys. So if you haven't signed up, make sure you sign up for the self-healing and community building. Don't be shy, guys. It's people out here wanting you to get certain classes and things for thousands of notes. And this class here is 75 times 4 Saturdays. So it'll be 300 to participate. All righty. And you're going to get exactly the greatest Reiki instruction, because Brother Sean is a level 4 Reiki master. And I'll be sitting at his feet too. So guys, I'll be sitting there learning just like y'all. However, I will also be giving my presentations also in assistance, so that we can comprehend how we can look at things astrologically pertaining to our health also. All right. So it begins Saturday, right? 23rd September. It's on the 23rd, the 30th September, the 7th and 14th October. Those are the 4 Saturdays consecutively that the self-healing and community building is taking place, from noon to 1400 Eastern. All righty. So adjust your time zones accordingly. That's again from 12 to 2 p.m. Eastern. All righty. For those that aren't TUPAC members, the video recording is 60 units in lieu of lawful money via CashApp. If you have another way you want to transact, you don't have CashApp, you want to do Apple Pay or possibly even Zelle, we may have those options available to you also. All righty. Questions, comments, and/or suggestions going thrice. All righty, guys. I'm going to lead us out, invocation out. All righty. And guys, I want you to extend all 5 appendages on your left hand, just the index and middle on the right. We are going to put our feet on a 45-degree angle while we face east. And you can repeat after me either aloud or in the heart. Islam. Islam, Allah the Father of the universe.
Allah the Father of the universe.
Father of love.
Father of love.
Truth.
Truth.
Peace.
Peace.
Freedom.
Freedom.
And justice.
And justice.
Allah is my protector.
Allah is my protector.
My guide.
My guide.
And my salvation.
And my salvation.
By night.
By night.
And by day.
And by day.
Through his holy prophet.
Through his holy prophet.
Noble Drew Ali.
Noble Drew Ali.
Amen. All righty, guys. Thank you all so much for joining us. Mother Sahar says, sincere gratitude, Brother Hassan and Brother Sean. And
happy holiday. Thank you.
It's indeed, you guys. Those of you that are a part of Lawful Living PMAP, right? Private Ministerial Action Process Group. We are to see you guys at 5 Eastern. So in about 27 minutes. All righty. We'll be seeing you guys for a court strategy class with Lawful Living. Those of you who may not have the link, but you are a part of my community immediately, my loved ones, I will make sure you get that link. Just listen and take notes, because it's not actually the newbie Tuesday where Malika would ask newbie questions. This is for people that are actually being active. All righty. When it comes to that. So with that being said, though, that's for people that are actually putting their documents together, mailing them off, filing them on the record, but like that, not just listening and, oh, this is interesting, these people may know something. Like that's not what's actually taking place there. This is for people who are actually putting the effort forward to sue attorneys, write bar grievances and file the bar grievances against attorneys, sue judges who are not doing things in good favor, good faith and good behavior, as well as do judicial complaints about them. Also, this is not about doing something to harm any, so-called attorney or so-called judge. However, again, remember, we respect the federal, state, municipal, city, and county, statutes, codes, and ordinances that they call law within their realm. However, me being 153% at least Moorish American, I refuse to enforce any law for myself other than the Moorish Zodiac Constitution. All righty. We are definitely wisdom, right? In motion. So with that being said, this is where I and Brother Sean say, be yourselves and donate. Absolutely, guys. We love you, y'all. As Zetlin Moore says, Islam Moors, honors to you, Moors. Happy holy day. Supreme honors to our holy prophet, noble Drew Ali. Indeed. Absolutely. Guys, this is where we say we love you, y'all. Make sure you get your victuals. Eat well, right? And when you go to rest and recharge well. See you all tomorrow, whoever's participating, those of you that are participating for the self-healing and community building. This is where we say we love you all. Namaste. Islam, y'all. Peace.